What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Errol Spence Jr. A lot of people, they make comments because I read comments. I care what people say. I care about people's opinion. And I have guys that ask me a lot of times, what do I have against Errol Spence? I don't have anything against Errol Spence. It's just my problems with Errol Spence, and let me break it down to you, okay? My problem with Errol Spence is that it started early last year with Errol Spence. Errol Spence was this guy that was a hot prospect, okay? Very hot, promising prospect. He was hungry. He was waiting for his opportunity to shine and to get that first credible win, on his record. Well, he went in and fought Special K, Kell Brook. And that was a pretty good fight. That was a fight that I feel that he showed, he did what he had to do. He went 11 rounds with Kell Brook. And Kell Brook was, as of to date, his best opponent. Mind you, after that, he started making comments like, I'll stop Gennady Golovkin. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's bold, you know what I mean? But okay, I would like to see that, you know what I mean? And he had a lot to say about a lot of fighters, Thurman, and I'm like, okay, he's just showing his confidence there. I get it, And then it came to a point where he only was targeting certain fighters. He wanted Danny Garcia, or he, strap season. He wanted, either Sean Porter. He definitely wanted Keith Thurman. Well, my problem was, after these particular fights that he specifically only wanted, when these fights weren't really happening, okay, and they weren't coming to fruition, then he was starting to get the slogan or the title, the boogeyman. Well, the problem is, after that, you had Amir Khan. He called him out. Kell Brook wants a rematch at 154. He told him to get a belt first. Now Terrence Crawford is there. And you have these guys that are calling you out. And these guys, remind you, are welterweights, right? These are not Lamont Petersons that are 140 coming up, or Mikey Garcia that's coming from 135, his last fight. He's fought 2 at 140, sure. But these guys are in your own weight class. Then Terrence Crawford, he emerges up there. His second fight at welterweight. So I believe without a shadow of a doubt that Terrence Crawford is fully acclimated. So, there's another fight. That's a super fight. Okay. Also, you have Jared Swift Hurd, an undefeated champion, a unified champion, calling you out at 154. Just a weight class before you. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you claim no one wants to fight you. That's not true. So stop telling people that. That's my problem. I think he got a little cocky saying that he would stop Golovkin because, and I heard it when he said it, and this was a while ago. But then I heard it and I was like, okay, whatever, confidence. But then all these people, then I'm this A side, and, then he started making terms like this side of the street. Now you're getting political with your own, promotional company. I didn't get that because I feel that, you haven't done enough. I felt that he hasn't done enough as of yet to even make comments like that, saying you'll stop Golovkin. Well, dude, you got whole nother weight class. You got to fight someone else credible at 154 and 47. Fighting someone that it took you 11 rounds to fight a guy that his orbital bone was broken by the guy you said you would stop, which is Gennady Golovkin. Okay. Then you don't fight anyone else that's really credible. You fight Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri has been already beat twice by the same guy that called you out, Amir Khan, and by Manny Pacquiao, another guy that you know nothing about. So there's too many guys that you fought that have been stopped by other guys that you have not fought. Okay? Errol Spence has been untested. He's still untested. He might have been avoided, but he's only avoided by certain fighters, mind you. So if you're only picking on two guys that say, hey, I want to fight Garcia, Porter, and Thurman, and if those guys don't want to fight me, therefore I get the title of avoided. I'm avoided because nobody wants to fight me. They don't want the smoke. No, you don't want the smoke with anyone else besides the people that say they don't want to fight you. That's my problem I have with him. And let me tell you guys something. Nobody, I repeat, nobody respects a fighter that beats a smaller guy. You only get respect when you move up in weight. That's the only time you get respect. You know what I mean? So if Errol Spence claims to want these accolades that he says he wants, he needs to take that Jarrett Hurd fight. That would make more sense to me. This guy is calling you out 154, an undefeated guy, unified champion. This guy has beat the guy that no one wanted to fight, which was Erislandy Lara, right? Erislandy was one of the longest reigning super welterweights in history, okay? So he beat that guy. So he became the unified champion at that weight class. Munguia's with top rank. Okay, that fight could still happen. I don't see it, being from top rank and really being the age Munguia is. He's just too young and too green. But no. But to sit at a certain weight class and set at a particular position and expect someone to come up and fight you, you're not going to get any credit from that, like we already discussed. But he will get credit for moving up. And mind you, about, people call him weight bully and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say Errol Spence is a weight bully. I would say Errol Spence can make that weight comfortably. I can say that. I would say that. You know why? Because if you're talking about stopping Gennady Golovkin, you're talking about going and having a fight with Canelo Alvarez, both at 160. Fighters that can't make that weight don't talk about fights that don't talk about a weight that they can't make. If they talk about fighting a fighter at a certain weight class, they're certain they can make that weight. You see what I'm going with this? Because he didn't say, oh, well, in a couple of years I can hopefully acclimate my body up to there and, and feel comfortable. If I feel comfortable with that weight, then we can have a fight or a catch weight. He didn't mention any of that, okay? He mentioned, I'll stop Golovkin, and he mentioned going up to 160 to fight Canelo. That's what he said. He didn't mention the catch weight or anything of the sort. So that tells me right there, you can make that weight, my brother. You walk around with probably 180. So he has no problem making 160, okay? He has no problem at all making 160 pounds, let alone 154. So he only gets credit if he moves up. So that is that. So if he doesn't move up and make his own legacy, fight Jarrett Hurd, which would be a massive war, by the way. I would love to break down that fight study. I can't wait if that fight happens. But let's see Mr. Man Down, Mr. Strap Season. Who says it has to be only at 154 since you're calling out stopping Golovkin and fighting Canelo and beating Canelo and having a super fight there? So it can't just only be at 154, right? So you can move your ass around. Why don't you move up and get credit? He will get credit for moving up. Being a guy at a weight class, all right? He has the IBF. He moves up, fights Jarrett Hurd. Now he's the unified, right? So he then will have so much credibility. Then by the time, if he beats Jarrett Hurd, that is his resume, okay? That is his stair step, his levels to success, okay? I beat Kell Brook. I went to 154 because nobody didn't want to fight me. The guys that I only wanted to fight, they didn't want none, which was Thurman, Porter, and Garcia, right? So I moved to 154, beat Jarrett Hurd, the guy that beat the guy, Okay? The longest reigning guy, mind you, beat him. Now I'm going after Canelo. So that's my resume I have to offer Golden Boy when they want a lump sum of money to sign for the zone. You tell me, you guys, how does that sound to you? You know what I mean? But he won't do it. You know what I mean? That's my problem with Errol Spence, because I'm waiting. Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give Errol Spence the benefit of the doubt, because this is the second time, mind you, second time Jarrett Hurd has called him out. So let's see if he responds. Let's see what he does, because Jarrett Hurd is no slouch. Jarrett Hurd had his pound of flesh with Erislandy Lara, right? Okay. Well, he's the unified champ. You beat him, you become the unified champ. You have more success if you've gone farther in a different weight class than you were able to ever go in 147, right? So why are you there? You can't get no damn fights. You're waiting for a damn junior lightweight to come up to fight you, right? So you know, or I hope you know, that you're not going to get credit for that fight. You're going to get booed. You beat the shit out of Mikey Garcia. If you beat him easily, you know what people are going to call you? A bully. They're already calling you a weight bully, right? That's his nickname, Weight Bully Spence, right? They're already calling him that. So what do you think is going to happen when you beat the hell out of Mikey Garcia and beat up a little dude? What do you think they're going to say? They're going to, and he's going to anger fans. You know what I'm saying? It's all a lose-lose for him. All, unless he moves up. If he moves up, he can do exactly what I stated. You know what I mean? And then he could possibly get those fights. And by that time, it won't even matter. He would be something like a damn Roy Jones Jr. instead of a damn Floyd Mayweather. I'd rather be Roy Jones than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Roy started at a certain level and he moved up and he kept going up and up and up and up and challenging himself. He didn't have no damn catch weights. So if Errol Spence wants to be great, mirror someone like Roy Jones. Don't mirror someone like Floyd Mayweather. But that's it, guys. That's my problem with Errol Spence. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.